Hello, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is your full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo reading. We are going to have all these timestamped below by sign. So we're going to start with Aries. So the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo occurs on March 13th or 14th, depending on where you are in the world. And this reading is intended to cover between the full moon or around the full moon up to 30 days from the full moon. So we're jumping in here for Aries right now with the Archangel Michael deck. And we have Get Your Power Back, Aries, and 13. The master number 13. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. Did you get this before? I don't know if you did. I feel like you did, so I'm getting one more from here. But yeah, take back your power. Embrace your life's purpose, 12, and that breaks down to 3. I am guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Yeah, so maybe you've been feeling like your heart hasn't been very joyful, and maybe it's because you gave your power away somehow. All right, so what do we have from Angel Wisdom for Aries? What do we have for Aries? As usual, check your other placements if you feel drawn to, and only take what resonates. We have the Knight of Water, Knight of Cups. So this could be a romantic energy during this time period for some of you. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective, falling in love. Someone's being swept off their feet. This could be a sudden love affair. For some of you, a lack of balance in a relationship. This could be a love relationship or any kind of relationship. It needs some balance. Situations or topics that make your heart flutter. And it could be a love of art or poetry. And we have the Emperor. It's your card, Aries. You often get this with your readings. You often get your energy. Archangel Michael is represented here. Logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, and we have structure and discipline. So more structure is what's going to help you get your power back. And you're going to feel so much better and lighter, and be careful not to be rigid. Having structure doesn't mean being rigid, okay? It's supposed to make things easier, not harder. And be careful of self-judgment. And look at that, we have Justice, Archangel Raguel represented here. You could be dealing with a Libra, but not necessarily. Be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity, okay? Okay, and that can also mean karmic justice. Let me get that kitty fur off of there. I'm just making it worse, aren't I? Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we have from the Tarot of a Moon Garden for Aries. Gonna get these laid out, and we'll go deeper. I feel like some of you are hanging on to something that didn't work out, and you want to try and go back and make it work, but don't waste your time. Like, onward and upward. It's time to move forward. We have the Eight of Cups. Yep, there we go. There's that moving forward. Some of you are moving forward in love. Like maybe you were in a relationship and you're like, I want love. I know what love is, but this ain't it. And you're ready to disconnect. For others of you, if you're in a committed relationship, you're like, this hasn't been working the way we wanted it to. And we together need to figure out what we do want and how we can come to agreement to achieve that as a couple. Okay, and we have the Knight of Cups again. Okay, so there's a lot of romantic energy here, the need for balance in a relationship, and that can be attained now, or it wouldn't be coming up. I think if you're in a committed relationship, you need to bring structure to your own life and what you do, your work or whatever it is, and stop trying to delegate in your relationship. I'm not saying you're a control freak or anything like that. I'm just saying save that for work. And for your relationships, we want balance and equality, talk to one another, communication, come to mutual agreement. So you might be like afraid that if your partner doesn't do things the way you think they should do, that everything's going to fall apart. But in trying to make sure everything goes the way you think that it should, that puts a strain on the relationship. Now, the other person has their part in it too, of course. For those of you looking for love, I feel like it's here. Use discernment, especially during Mercury retrograde. So, don't tell yourself that you're seeing things that aren't really what they are. Don't make things something that they're not. Just like with the reading, like don't force a message to be something that it's not meant to be. That might just not be your message. The King of Pentacles is coming out a lot with justice. So if you've been concerned about money, career, financial stability, it's coming in, okay? You're going to have enough. The stability is there, or to be attained very soon. There might be a legal case having to do with property, or this could just simply be the sale of a property. I feel like it's all going to work out. Page of Swords, clarifying the Eight of Cups, Magician, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so like work your magic, Aries, with your ability to take charge and develop a structure to your work life, your personal life, not your personal life, your work life, not your personal life. This helps create magic, and your ability to keep those skills in your business part of life and out of your personal life is what will create this magic. You're going to have more satisfying relationships, whether this is with a person you are in a committed relationship to, in love, or in business or whatever. Could be a friendship. You might be worried about a friend and you're saying you should go to this doctor or that doctor, and you should go here or go there or take this vitamin or that vitamin because you're really concerned and you care. When you let go and realize like everybody has their own path, they have to decide on their own, it gives you a healthier relationship with that person. You may be coming from a place of love, but it ends up stifling or weakening the relationship. So I don't mean to be like tough loving on you, Aries. I think you already know this. I feel like everything's going to be much better when you discern like where these skills belong and where they don't, and what skills you need to develop in your personal relationships. And I think they're there. Like you have a lot of love in your heart, and you're learning how, like, if you love someone, you gotta give them the freedom to be themselves and live their life path, and it makes your connection that much stronger. And for many of you, I think this other person knows that you're coming from a place of love, but they're like kind of confused. Like, I don't know if Aries is going to accept that decision that I just made. I'm worried, what will Aries think if I do this or that? You know what I mean? So that, causes that person to not be genuine toward themselves or their relationship. It's not your fault. Like, there's two sides to every relationship. And if this is a friendship too, like I was saying, like you might be concerned about someone, but they need to figure it out for themselves. Like I have a friend who, like, it was my professional opinion, because I've worked in healthcare, that maybe a certain thing would help this person, but they didn't feel safe trying what I suggested. Okay, and it wasn't anything dangerous or anything like that, of course, nothing like that. And that's up to this person. That's up to the other person. It's free will. It's their life. And all I could do was say, oh, well, since you asked, this is what's worked for me. I really think it could help you. And if they say, I don't feel right about that, then you have to just let it go. And it'll help you focus on your own life too. Let them focus on their life. You focus on your life. And it actually strengthens that relationship. The Eight of Cups with the Page of Swords. So I feel like someone's been nosing around maybe in your life, and you're like, oh, like, I don't like this. I'm out of here. The Knight of Cups and the Magician. So I do think that there is good chemistry here for some of you in love. This could be with someone new or someone you're already in a committed relationship. King of Pentacles and 10 of Wands. Financial burdens are being taken away from you, as long as you keep doing what you're doing to find the income that you need, to find the cash flow that you need. For some of you, I feel like money is coming in from the sale of a property. This could also be inheritance, even though I'm not getting the inheritance card here. Or money coming in from a place you didn't expect. So let's remember those first 2 oracle cards there. Get your power back, right? So by taking your focus off of someone else, you get your power back, and you put that focus on yourself and embrace your life purpose, okay? And that's where the balance comes in. You feel so much better. It's like taking a huge deep breath. From Angel Answers, we have meditation brings answers, and there's a peaceful resolution, okay? So for many of you, this is in relationship and or finance. There's a peaceful resolution. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. Please like, share, and subscribe. And now we are on to Leo. Hello, Leo. Welcome or welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica. And this is your full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo reading. Sorry, little Lynxy. And this is occurring on March 13th or 14th, depending on where you are in the world. And the reading is covering the energies between the full moon lunar eclipse and 30 days from now. Okay, so it's going to be stronger, more intense around the eclipse, but the reading covers that time period up to 30 days. All right, Leo, this is the Archangel Michael deck. What does Leo need to know? Increase your knowledge, and 15, which breaks down to 6. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. So if there's something that you've been really curious about, look deeper into it, okay? Now's the time. And pray from the heart. So it's time to tap into your heart. What does your heart really want? 23 and 5. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Okay, and I'm seeing all these beautiful little stars around. So, Leo, I feel like many of you have been like, kind of dissatisfied with some things, or I'm kind of bored. And during this lunar eclipse, it might be time to just really try and tap into that energy. Tap into your emotions. Like, what do I really feel inside that I want? That feels right to me. What opens my heart? We have the 6 of Swords here, Archangel Gabriel. The end of challenging times. Things are looking up. A welcome relief. Finding your way to a peaceful place. A lot of you are finding peace in your heart. The end of depression or an illness. And this could also have to do with travel or relocation. And if it does, it means you're moving on to a more peaceful place. It could be a more peaceful neighborhood. Some of you are changing schools or changing courses. Like if you're taking an online course or something, you might be like, this, I'm going to finish this and I'm going to look into like a different program from a different school or company where they have a different structure to their program, easier to learn and apply. We have the Chariot, very nice. So this is mental energy here. Archangel Metatron 2 is representing here. This is about divine timing, rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at once, determination and willpower, and also gaining some public recognition. And again, there's some travel here. Some of you are moving during this time period. And if you are, just make sure, like if you're signing a lease, mortgage papers, or making an agreement with a roommate, that everything is very, very clear. And we have the 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty, Archangel Jophiel. It says a happy marriage, happily ever after, emotional contentment. Yeah, so there's a lot of heart energy here. Water signs too, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. A loving relationship with your children, and I want to add like your pets, your family, friends, and also like being around people that you can trust, okay? And not feeling like you have to like, I kind of said this to Aries too in a way, not feeling like you have to delegate or oversee everything in your personal relationships, because that's not where that's meant to be. Unless you have young children, that's different, but this isn't what this message is about. Whoops. Let's see what we have here from the Tarot of a Moon Garden for Leo. We have the High Priestess. So tapping into your intuition, coming from your heart, like what feels right to me, what's not feeling right. We have some Scorpio energy here with the Death card. 3 major arcana in a row. So there's something big going on during this time period for you, Leo. So the High Priestess, Death, and the Hierophant. And the Hierophant represents Taurus. High Priestess, we've got some Cancer or Pisces energy there. Let's get some clarifiers and then we'll go deeper for Leo. 4 major arcana out of 6. So there's something big transitioning during this time period. 6 of Cups, 9 of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, so there's a big choice. Could be a choice in love for some of you. I'm going reverse right now. You could be thinking about getting married, making a stronger commitment with someone, taking your relationship to the next level. A lot of you want this family energy here. Okay, and it feels right. So for some of you, it feels right. Don't let Mercury retrograde scare you away. It's supposed to, astrology is supposed to guide us, not dictate to us. Okay. So we've got the Hierophant and the Lovers, a choice here, an important communication with someone in love. You might be deciding, like, all these various people I've been dating, like no one's really serious. I want to start a family, they don't, or vice versa. And you're like, you know, I'm gonna move on because, you know, that's really what I want in life. That's what I know I want in life. And it doesn't seem like it's going to happen with any of these people for whatever reason. Some of you are already in a committed relationship and you're like, yeah, like we do want this. We do feel right. What's the next step? You know, let's do this, right? We've got the Death card and the 9 of Wands. So this is telling me like you are almost there. You are almost like at your goal, okay? The Death card is telling me like, yes, like you are meant to do this. You're meant to close the door on one thing. It might not be a person, okay? It just might be a way of looking at things or a part of your life. Like you're meant to move on from that. And it's a transition period. You could be dealing with a Scorpio too, because the Death card represents Scorpio. And I also want to say Scorpio energy. And I want you to go back to the water signs reading and listen to Scorpio. Okay. So the 9 of Wands is about, you know, feeling kind of battle worn, but you've moved in the right direction. And recently, or you will be soon, making a decision because you're realizing, where is that card? You're realizing like it's time, like this is the right time. So if you are making a big choice during the Mercury retrograde period, yes, this is the full moon lunar eclipse reading, but we're also in Mercury retrograde. Just make sure that communication is very clear. So for those of you who have been through like a hard time, this is the end of challenging times. Some of you are actually moving. The High Priestess is also about like tapping into your intuition and listening to your heart, okay? So, and the 6 of Cups is about a loving, beautiful connection. A lot of people read that card negatively, but I don't. If there is someone coming up from your past, kind of dangling the carrot, remember the expression, words, or whatever you would call it, quote, familiarity breeds contempt, okay? Not always, but I'm feeling that here, like someone from the past. Familiarity breeds contempt. So you might be realizing this person hasn't changed and know that person is not right for me. But like I said, this card is typically very beautiful to me. So this could be a connection with someone that feels like a soulmate. It could be a friend or it could be in love. And for those of you like looking for money career messages, again, it's like listen to your heart and increase your knowledge. There's more to learn. There's something you might want to go into that you might actually be able to do with the current education and credentials that you have. We have compromise, very nice. So in relationships, in any form, it's about compromise, give and take, and respecting one another's free will. And again, communicate clearly. Like I said, during this Mercury retrograde period, make sure that you communicate clearly. All right, Leo, thank you for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And now we are on to the sign of Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, just give me a minute while I clear up these cards from Leo's reading. Sagittarius, this is your full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo reading, which is occurring on March 13th or 14th, depending on where you are in the world. And the energies for this reading, I'm saying everything backwards now. This reading is covering the energies of around the full moon up to 30 days after. Okay, so let's see what we have for Sagittarius. And do check your other signs. I'm forgetting to say that to everyone, but check your other placements if you know them and if you're drawn to. And I want to mention the law of synchronicity. I mentioned for someone else, I'm kind of feeling like I want to remind people that cards are drawn by the law of synchronicity, right? And also, I read them by that and my intuition. But when it comes to the drawing, it has to do with synchronicity. Okay, so let's see what we have for Sagittarius. Beautiful. We have embraced this magical moment. You're in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. I'm going to give you just one card because this is really powerful. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, Sagittarius, let's go over here to the Angel Wisdom Tarot. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. We have Wise Counsel, which is the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. This represents Archangel Sandalphon. Okay, Wise Counsel or the Hierophant. And this is Taurus energy. Unity with a spiritually minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. Okay? Wow. Those cards go perfectly together. And we have, oh my gosh, another major arcana, the Sun, the best card in the deck, Archangel Uriel. A time for great joy and success. Brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities. Plans that work out perfectly, and gratitude to the divine. So you're just like so incredibly grateful for this magical moment, being divinely guided. Like, this is really intense, Sagittarius. I love it. If any of this resonates, please comment below. Okay, and we have Archangel Metatron represented here with the Ace of Fire or Ace of Wands. Passion. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. An amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you're passionate about. Okay, so what do you feel passionate about? I think you know it now. You're feeling better. You're feeling more energetic. For those of you wanting to plan a trip, now's the time to start planning. I think there are many options. All right, what else do we have for Sagittarius? This is the Tarot of a Moon Garden. Something you can't turn down, okay? An amazing opportunity that you cannot turn down. It might require for you to be bold and courageous. See the light at the end of the tunnel. If you are making plans, remember that we are also in Mercury retrograde, so make sure everything is checked, rechecked, confirmed, reconfirmed. If you're signing contracts, double, triple check, all that stuff. 8 of Swords, okay, so you've been kind of like resistant and, afraid to realize you have options. Oh, we have the Wheel of Fortune, so good luck coming your way. This is fate. I want to say the hands of fate, and that came out wrong. I did not mean hate. The hands of fate, the hands of time. Like, what am I getting about hands? Okay, you're in God's hands. It could be something like that. Yes, because we're talking about fate here with the Wheel of Fortune as well. But fate also can't work alone. We have to use our free will, right? But there's a divine timing happening here. It is the right time for something, at the least for planning. I think there's people that you would like to see. Maybe you have only thought about visiting for a long time, kind of thinking like, oh, down the road it'll happen. And now it's time to actually start making the plans. And I think that's what you've been afraid of. And that's okay. And look at this, the Wheel of Fortune and the World coming out together. They often do in my readings. I don't know if it's like something that seems to happen with a lot of readers, but these two cards come out a lot, which is really powerful because the World is about endings of cycles, new beginnings, leveling up. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying like, yeah, now's the time. Like this is a new era of your life. And it's supposed to begin with something very exciting and abundant. There's a spiritual flavor to this. You're in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles, okay? That's what that first card said. And there's a big giant coin on that card. So I think finances are getting better for many of you. Okay, let's get these laid out and then I'll hold them up. Okay, so we have the King of Wands clarifying the Eight of Swords, okay? So know that Spirit is on your side, God is on your side, and that, look, we've got the King of Swords and the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So this is passion with another person. This could be in love or a good friend you love hanging out with, and you're gonna experience something really fun together, whatever it is. The Eight of Swords is you coming out of this like being afraid spot. You're not limiting yourself anymore. And this person that you're thinking about hanging out with gives you the motivation to come out of your shell because you're like, no, I want to be with them. I don't want to hide at home. I want to be with them. And it might be a start to getting out there more if you haven't been getting out much. So only take what resonates, of course. The Sun is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands. This is a victory. This is a lot of victories. This is about having fun. This is about making money if you're looking for some money and career messages. It's about abundance. It's also about good health and feeling the energy and the passion to enjoy some things in life that maybe you haven't in a while. And did I miss this? The World with Judgment. Okay, so a judgment is about, there's a higher calling in many ways, in relationships, in career. If you're retired, maybe it's a call to volunteer, or maybe it's a call to enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, enjoy your time. You might be overly focused on someone else, and it's important to take time to yourself. Some of you may be needing to hire someone to take care of another person or a pet sitter, either way, so that you can have some freedom. And know that that is okay because you deserve to enjoy the life that God gave you as much as anyone else. And it might do the other person some good to see a different face, okay? Someone they can trust, someone you trust, therefore they can trust and feel good with. Okay, we have take action. So this is Angel Answers. It's time to take action. Again, we are also in Mercury retrograde, so make sure all the details are covered and double and triple checked and everything. But it is time to take some action here. And it's exciting. I feel really excited for you, Sagittarius. And the Wheel of Fortune on this card like really looks like a carousel at like a fair or a carnival or something. Maybe some of you are literally going to a fair, carnival, one of those big flea market places where they have art shows, art vendors, something that just really makes you feel carefree and want to smile, like you're walking around smiling. And we have if you believe, okay, so believe in yourself, believe that this world has good things for you too. Let's get one more. We have recovery. So if you are concerned about your health or the health of a loved one, this is a strong recovery energy here. If you need medical advice, of course, seek that. This is just a tarot reading. But recovery, body, mind, spirit, and finance. I love that beautiful energy. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. I will see you again soon.